excerpt from my book called This Way from America. Chapter 18. Why should we hire you for this position? Stuart Austin, the director of banquet at Grand Hyatt Boston, asked, wrapping up an interview stuffed with flurry of questions. Up to that time, Alassane was doing very well. He was very assertive in answering his questions, doing the gestures, and looked straight at Stuart Austin's face. He ensured he was not shaky and intimidated, and ensuring too he was not overconfident. He kept his composure with the right equilibrium. Mr. Austin, Alassane started his interview. You want to own a car, you want to dress well, you want to own a house, and you want to do big things in life. Alassane paused for a while, paving a way for Austin to make sense what he was trying to say. Of course, Austin knew that we all want to do very good in life. Alassane should be more forthcoming with his elaboration. Mr. Austin, in order to fuel that lifestyle, there should be no limit to how much and how hard we should work at work. Your day spent at work should be fulfilling, meaningful, and you should work for the interest of the company and must always be at the forefront. This is what I exemplify, and this is why you should hire me for this position. Alassane answered. Austin was jotting down his analysis description of an impressive work ethics. Alassane, he said, how should a good employee think? Austin was finishing up the interview. Mr. Austin, financial benefits should not be the centerpiece of why we should work, but passion for why we should work. It is rejoicing to go home from your work having worked hard and accomplished something worthwhile, but it's troubling to my heart enjoying your beautiful lifestyle, knowing that you are working below par and cheating your way out of work. This is how a good employee should think. Stuart Austin concluded the interview. He had had enough. He would present his recommendation of all the applicants to the managing director, who would do the final determination. Then he went upstairs to his office. Jared, your boy killed it, Austin said emphatically, referring to Alassane. And in my 20 years working in a hotel industry and conducting interviews, I've never came across an applicant who is so sufficing and gave common sense answers and is ready to work as him. I also want him for this position. I'm not surprised by that. Ryan Winston spoke highly of him. What stood out about him, Austin? He asked. He is ready to learn new things, and above all, his precision, confidence, and interaction. Our guests will like him. How do we juggle this? Pedro Sanchez was running away with this position before we brought in Alassane. Pedro Sanchez was a room service server for 20 years. He had also applied for the same position. Pedro will stay at room service until another position of his liking comes up. We can move him to stewarding, or we can replace Jesse Haley at security. We have raft of options. Jared Coleman said agreeably. Call Alassane and offer him the job. And call Alison that we will prefer her to stay at front desk, but assure her we will not let her rot in there forever. Alex McGuinness was a new staff who applied for the same position. She moved from Grand Hyatt to Seattle with a degree in marketing. She had hoped the position was going to be an easy catch, factoring her marketing background and an internal promotion policy. But sadly, most companies value work experience and befitting character more than education. Alassane started his work with much fanfare. He and banquet manager Dave Delaney were making rounds and his early days at work. He carried with him notepads and a pen. There were lots of new things to learn, lots of names and faces to remember. There were complicated entry codes to computer, and he had to jot down passwords. Thank you.